well, I was going to try and find the Mary Hamilton chords. Oh, not chords. We came up with a great couple of verses, me and Adam, and I always knew he'd come up a cropper. I really had this plan. It was ruthless robbery. I really had a vision of the song already before I'd even got just needed something, you know, from the gods just to kickstart it. Make it sound a bit more. Oh, that was peach. That wasn't. And then when you don't cook the chips properly, and you already feel your stomach going, oh Jesus, why did you do that, Sam? I really thought I'd done them this time, stomach. Fucking warn me next time. Not even pissed. Oh, sorry, mate. It was a great idea. It was just, I really got into Mary Hamilton. She was a maid from Scotland descent. The reason why is because they bastardised the Mary Queen of Scots, and they say, oh yeah, she was one of the 4 Marys who, the Mary Queen of Scots had 4 Marys working under her. Mary Seton, Mary, I should say it. Mary Seton, Mary Beaton, Mary Carmichael, and apparently she, but no, she isn't. Mary Hamilton is a completely separate fucking thing. And it's wrong to bastardise her, as in the Mary Queen of Scots, with what happened to Mary Hamilton. It's just wrong. I mean, Mary Queen of Scots got bastardised enough as it was, and then to make out that she was the one that killed off Mary fucking Hamilton is just cruel. Immediately pissed me off. I thought even Joan Baez is singing this and she's getting it wrong completely. No, it was to do with Peter the Great of Russia and fucking I'd say it's Anne. It's not like Queen Anne. No, this was like the opposite of Queen Anne, which we had in England, the only decent queen we ever had until we got Brittany back. Come to that in a minute. Genius idea. No, right. No, Queen Anne was lovely. The English Queen Anne. Oh, I wanted to Roger Queen Anne. The only, yeah. Did not like William and Mary. That's why everybody loved Queen Anne. William and Mary fucked up a lot of shit. William, who my dad spent ages big tone going on about how much he loved this guy's great, William the Third, William of Orange, William the Third, because basically he does do it sick. He came up with a bloodless revolution. It's the one that they never liked. You know, in the history, from my knowledge, this used to really piss off Tone. We're taught that the last time England was invaded is in 1066. Fuck off, was it? It was 1768. The bloodless revolution. The guy was a genius for it, just for coming up with, he's going to revolt without even killing anybody. He's just going to sail a ship into the Thames, march up to the fucking castle, and they're just going to hand him the crown. And they did. They always forget about that one, don't they? It's like, well, for one thing, I've been thinking about it. Would anybody really want to live in a shitty paedophile-infested fucking abode like the one that the Queen lives in? If anything, she's suffering enough as it is just for living in that shitty little abode. Like, she's created her own suffrage, her own cage in that castle which we have guards guarding. You know, she thinks they're guarding her. No, we're being guarded from her. Well, if you think about it, you stupid bitch, just like prison, they stand outside your walls, making sure you cannot leave unless you've been given securitized access by those guards. You know, as soon as they get the go-ahead, yeah, it's been allowed that she can go. Okay, that's all right then. Good. Then she can go. Do what she's been made to do. And that's fuck all. Oh, what has she ever done in her life other than just be a horrible bitch and groom children? No, there must have been a time when she was somebody who could have got her head stamped in if I'd have fucking had the right fucking angle. Literally. With a fucking... Oh. If I was born near you, you bitch, I would have found ways to stamp on your head. I would have just run up to you, regardless of you being some, whatever you want to call it, member. And then I'd just two-footedly stamp you on the head. You know, it would just be like straight up murder from one child to another in a fucking playground. Just ran up to her. He had Dr. Martens on, he just stamped on her fucking head. Repeatedly. You know, he's now in a mental asylum. You know, it's a very dangerous issue. We've never had a child this young being put in a mental asylum. We don't really know what to do. It would have been class. Just the first couple of... let her live in that horrible kike-infested shithole. That's what she wants to do. Let her listen out for the planes, which she's so fond of doing. I say to you, the Queen, we'd love you to be our Queen on our farm. Seriously. We're not fucking about here. The offer's open. As in, you and your fella are always welcome. He will get frustrated at the fact I'm very, very keen on you. That I'm going to have to feminise him. How committed I am, I recognise he's bigger than me. So I'm not going to beat him. That's quite apparent. He's going to beat me. I'm going to go for one punch, and then you're going to realise, hang on, that didn't do much. That just kind of bent your hand in his really chiselled abs. Oh, shit. That's not good. He's looking like he's about to punch me now. Oh, shit. We're going to have to be really... We're going to have to really turn on the charm. He's going to be like the Andy's body double. We have to say, Andy, mate. I'll call him Andy. Andy, mate, I've been looking at the Queen all day. And it's made me a bit too much. You have to do away with me before I fucking go like a spring, basically. I have to bend over and get a buggering from him. You know, just fucking straight up. Like that. Ah, shit, that's not going to be nice. But it'll be worth it. That's what I mean. You know, on our farm, the Queen, we're prepared to do this kind of embarrassing, humiliating, painful thing for ourselves. I've got a skinny butt, so it's going to hurt. It's really going to hurt. Woo! Woo! Yeah, we're prepared to do things like that just just to please you, basically. Basically, the setup's genius. Well, the two sisters run the place, and that's who the people would be coming to see. Is it? Oh yeah, that, you know, and they ride the horses. They forget about mummy, big Andy, and the angry little peanut. Mummy never got the chance to even be allowed to ride horses until now. Yeah, there's some real resentment there. Not to the sisters. They're doing what Mummy would love them to do. It's to the wankers who come in. You know what I mean? If you're going to see these two, you forget, oh fuck, the Queen's here. They're the one who can do every move on the board. Her own bishop's next to her, and basically the most ruthless fucking cannon fodder porn you'll ever get on the board. You know, that one that just fucking gets you another queen out of nowhere sort of fucking porn. You can't have two queens, can you? I always did. More queens the merrier. If they can have two popes, you can have two queens. Fuck them. That'd be who the two sisters are following to be, the two queens. Be genius. Be brilliant. And then, strength in numbers again. Think about it. Right. I'll probably be about between 79 to 80. I think. About 80. I think that's a good age. So you will be about 90. You'll still look mint for your age because I'll still be roddering you. But by 80, it's going to suddenly realise, ah, shit, I can't actually roger as good anymore now. You know, I'm not going to be able to please any of you like I did. I'm just going to be demanding. At that, we can go out together, go out in a trio, have a horse each. It's not a bad idea. Thinking about it, make it very funny way to go. Then, and it just kind of makes everything a bit kind of like, this is hilarious how they went. They must have all been looking at you. 1, 2, both. If you want, you know, if you're really worried about that, because that is quite a scare, I can shoot you if you want. I can shoot you before I go and do it. Because the sisters won't get blamed for it. It'd be very obvious I was the one with the murder. They weren't even there that day. I'll just shoot you in the head. I'll tell you what, no. Yeah. Or no, because it's... I don't want to shoot you in the head. It's not an easy way. It's not an easy way out. Oh. you're always going to end up with blood there or a bruise wherever you go for, or just completely dissipated. But I'd say, yeah, I'll shoot you. Get a shotgun, make it proper authentic as fuck. Get a shotgun, bang, shoot you dead. And I'll cry for a bit over the fact that killed a fucking poor little bunny rabbit. Oh, poor bunny rabbit. And then, when I gather myself, I'll go in front of the horse. Because I think to see you blasted to smithereens and then both of us blasted might be a bit too much for both of them. Basically, you don't have the freedom of what you'd have the chance to be an overseeing mummy. And the plan of what we're going to do with the sons is great, is it not? Send them off to fucking really posh schools to fucking basically get in trouble very quickly. Piss off all of them. This is all off Thatcher's royalties. And don't worry about your royalties. If people are fucking you over with that, we've got enough royalties thanks to Thatcher. And Paul was surprisingly good at making the right bet at the right time. Thanks to Keane, Effenberg. He made us a nice few bungs, you know, just to keep us, you know, tickety-boo. I'd love to believe we've got the same knack. As soon as I'm down that fucking, as soon as I'm in South Wales, I've got a bit of free time in the sense of everybody else is doing something to provide. I'll go down the fucking bingo hall and win bingo. If you know what I mean. And be fucking mint. Yeah, okay, shite basically. They're gonna give you shite. That kite's gonna give you shite. Fuck it off and start again. Start again. Fuck all of that. To the point of, you're in South Wales. It's like the best of Wales. So fuck England, you're in South Wales. It's the bollocks. It's like the heart of Wales. It's like what makes Wales look great. And Wales is sick. It's just cool down there. It just feels great. You've got a beach as well. You've got beaches. Yeah, they're going to be a bit colder and a bit more whoo. But they're great for, you know, Bob Dylan made a good sentiment with that. You have more perspectives if you've got more weather, basically. Well, I believed people would think, oh, these people are like this or that from here, because they did not have that same perspective of, oh, fuck, it's suddenly like this in this month or that in the other. So you got that. And literally, you'd be like the ultimate mummy, like the mummy who I go nuts about as mummy, and I'll be our boys, you know. Be going down to fucking Eton to batter all the fucking ponces that they think are nonces. For then nonce teachers to fucking have an issue for me to drive down in Atlantic, all of us, because we'll all want to see it. As I go fucking nuts. Yeah, okay, I might have to spend a day in the cells. You might have to bail me out, but it'd be funny. It'd be worth it. Would not be very cost effective at all. And the media, well, mate, they hate me. They hate me, Your Majesty. They fucking hate me. They're scared shitless of me. They don't wave cameras in my face. They never wave the fucking camera in Paul's face. Try and look up Paul Kramer. Try and look him up. Try and find one picture of any of those riots which have Paul in. You will not see a single fucking one. You will not find Paul Kramer, the one I'm on about. You just won't find him. Believe you me, I fucking looked for years. You know, and people like to respect my privacy because they know how angry I become when they don't. As in, you know, Sonny Corleone's just a small example of what we become like when they start waving cameras in our face. We don't pay them afterwards. And we don't end it smashing up the camera there. You know, the camera was just a fucking distraction, sort of thing. No, I don't get fucking videoed unless it's a lady videoing me on a high street. The only people who have ever successfully videoed me before, unless it's the police or oh yeah, no, admittedly, yeah, I got bullied by Ginge and his lot, and I was a cat. Yeah, I was 17, and they were all fucking coming out of prison, and fucking I felt in over my head. I do believe they didn't even put it on social media, but there probably is on the social media somewhere, me being a cat. But I do believe that there was a girl there called Maisie who said, no, really went out of her way, felt sorry for me and stopped it from happening, and said, like, look, if we put that video, it's going to go viral. So I do believe it would have been seen by me by now if it was up there. It would have gone viral, surely. For another thing, it's very apparent, yeah, fucking hell, people all over watch these videos. I only get the views which Wara watches because people are too scared to go beyond the views she sees. That's what I mean. If the media has an issue with me being racist, they don't tell me personally that they have an issue. They just delete me from the internet and then realise it's too much for them to handle and put me back on again. They don't like me to be. They don't like me to be mentioned at all. Just like Big Brother Paul. That's a good question. Why? It'd be men. You know, we'd all love you there. And all your friends would be welcome, whoever you wanted. You'd be mummy of the farm, basically. You would be the mummy of the farm. You know, the one who mummy comes to see with the devil himself and goes, oh, that's lovely that she's mummy of the farm. That just, you know, puts a lot of safety in my heart, because as much as these two are the responsible ladies here, this one's a very convincing little kike. Nothing would get done. And you would worth Winder. Winder would worth you. Winder's sick. Winder needs a friend as well. You know, a friend who's like, balanced. Between the years, you got a bit more perspective. It's not just this generation, that generation. There's, you know, the perfect peace. Basically, Your Majesty, the offer's always there. You'd be always welcome. It'd be an honour if you'd be our mummy and queen, our farm. You wouldn't get bothered by the media. You could have whoever you wanted there. You'd run the show with Linda, and we'd all be thankful for your presence. We'd just be happy that you were here, making us happy, as we tried to make you just as happy, if not happier, by showing how thankful we are for your presence.